They come back and reattach on the bridge.
Yeah.
They did it right. I said they wired that stuff up there, but they come back and.
Did they do it?
Yeah, they did it properly. They did last week.
Imagine that fiber weighs very much, does it?
No, the conduit is what fiber weighs. It's steel conduit, I believe, not plastic.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Got a short agenda, don't we? Well, we ought to be out by noon.
If Bob doesn't take too long.
Got drainage board.
on oh shoot.
Well, welcome to the Commissioner meeting this morning for September 15th, and I'd like to invite you to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And with that, we'll move right into the agenda. Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of September 2nd.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the September 2nd meeting as presented.
And I will second.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All in favor of that, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You aye, didn't you, Lauren?
Yes.
Okay.
I meant to, but I didn't alert you.
And our next item is the approval of claims to pay the bills.
Mr. Chairman, I will move that we approve the claims as presented.
And I will second.
All right, so I have, again, a motion and a second to approve the claims. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. And with that, we're ready for Assessor Nada Duff. Good morning, Nada.
Good morning. I am here this morning to have you guys sign my reassessment contract that we went over a month ago. I reviewed it on August 18th, went through it, and I'd like to introduce Jay Morris. He's the owner of Ad Valorem Solutions, and I'll let him answer any questions that you might have. So, but we need four contracts, so I have to send one to the state, and then I think she gets one, and Ted,
You get one and I get one.
you get one, okay.
Okay, looks like I have plenty of info on it. Do we have any questions about this? Or?
Ted, you reviewed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I looked at it. Nada sent me
Yeah.
month and a half ago, probably, or 2
Uh-huh.
months. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's a state, kind of a state format.
How many years have we had Ad Valorem? I mean, as long as I can recall.
I believe in 98.
It was before I was here,
Yeah,
so.
I think it was in 98, I think was our first year here.
Okay.
I want to say.
And they do an excellent job. the current field person that we have, he's awesome. I mean, he really does. He gets out and he gets all of our new construction picked up on, on time, and we get good information so that when we're entering it in, everything's there, so you know what you're doing when you're putting it in the system.
Okay, good.
So we're happy with them.
Anybody out here in the audience have questions about it? This is a contract for, I just saw it here. $625,440.
It's for a 4-year contract.
It's what?
It's a 4-year.
That's for the
it's
whole
for
4 years.
4 years. We do a quarter of the county every year, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I would entertain a motion, gentlemen.
I'll move that we endorse the contract with Advorm for the next 4 years.
I'll second.
Okay, so I have a motion to sign the contract for the next 4 years, endorse it, and I have a second. I guess we have, so I call for a vote. All in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
How many places to sign?
There should be 2 places to sign.
For us.
For each contract, for,
Okay.
And I think there's one more for you then.
Right, I think she has a marked on.
I marked the one
gave
that
you.
I had. I didn't, yeah.
That yellow tape here.
But yeah, so maybe you can go by the page number to do the others.
Okay.
Oh, it's
If you look at-
Nate that has to sign it here on one of these.
Yeah, and then you guys are on the next page.
Yeah.
Oh, you got, here's some more. What page you want? Start that.
Page 22 of 22, it says on there. And then back to, it's not numbered on the next one.
yeah, it's just 2 pages behind your 22.
2 pages behind, okay.
2 pages behind should be
Yeah.
another area for you guys.
You ready to swap these? Or
Yeah, I can.
got something you
I'm
want to
not-
look up?
I'm getting an alert. I gotta sign it up. Drives me crazy. Crazier.
Okay.
Go back up pages.
We need 3 copies, right? 1, 2, and 3.
And then one goes to the DLGF, so there should be 4 copies total. You have 4 up there.
Oh. No,
One goes to the state.
that's not it.
You had 2, and I gave one to Lauren and one to Scott. I brought you up an
Back
extra.
that up and run it by me again.
You have 2 copies?
Well, I've got one here that Lauren had and one I had. Is that a contract copy or?
That's off the six.
I have one
That's it
here.
there? Oh, no.
Page, what, 20 was it?
2 of 22, no? No, I got 2 for you to sign
Okay,
here.
I have one here.
I've signed 2 of them.
Oh, so I already had both sides, okay.
Well, this might be,
Beth, where's Where's the camera at? So is it
2
getting
of
my good
22,
side?
it said. 22, no, it said 22 of 22.
Yeah. And I believe that one is too.
There it goes again.
Oh,
No, she's talking to me.
I'm talking to her. I had a skin cancer taken off my face, Bill, and so I asked her if it was getting my good side or my bad side.
Ah,
Doesn't matter, you just told them all. Live streaming.
Yep.
We decided, Randy and I decided to move that over because they were getting the wrong side. I'll put it
Yeah.
that way. But I don't know how it will work for the council, so.
I mean,
We're
I
just trying
do
it out.
think, yeah, I think looks, I mean, and this is good being out of the way of
Say, this one needs Lauren's
everybody
signature.
behind you, so.
Yeah.
Lauren, this, second signature. It's yours.
here's your next one.
I know, but I mean, you get one, I get one, and I send one down to state.
Yeah, you guys get,
I can, yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
Is that it? Okay. You mind distributing those out there?
Yeah.
I think you've
I
signed
think
those.
everything good.
Read that with it.
Julie, you will get them for me?
Guess not.
Okay.
I don't have to sign them, right?
I don't think so. I'll take them down, sign, and bring it back up.
Okay.
Thank you, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep. Oh, okay.
Unrelated.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.
And now we're ready to head to County Highway.
We haven't got anything new this month.
You don't have anything?
Chip and seal done?
We're hoping to finish it tomorrow.
Where will you be tomorrow, do you know?
We're gonna do 300 west, 350 west, and then 800 south. We'll put the other layer on there.
350 west, 800 south. 800 would be the Dayton Road. Oh.
800,
800 is County Line Road.
yeah. We're gonna put the second layer on it, and then 350 west, we did 100 north and 18, gets another layer. Then we did 300 west, from 200 north and 218.
Now, okay, Hunter said that he was hoping to get a piece of equipment so that he could, or lease, so he could do the stone along the side of the roads. Is that moving along, or?
We got to call and make sure they'll let us use it.
Okay.
If they have it booked up, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to do that when we get that seal on, call, try to get that printed.
Okay.
we're at with that.
Is that called an edger?
Yeah, it's
Got a name.
I'm trying to think of the exact name of it. Sidewinder is what it's called.
Sidewinder.
And the bucket truck, do you think we'll have the bucket truck?
They're supposed to go pick it up today, it's the data got.
Okay, good.
So we'll probably start brushing as soon as we get shipments of
Okay.
What happened to the bucket truck?
Well, as I understand, when it was purchased last year, they brought it in on a trailer because it was pretty much non-functional. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, they drove it, well, I guess they did haul it in because one guy, they had to have it way back. So they
Okay.
hauled it down. It worked for a little bit. Two or three times we had it down there for the bolts coming out of the bucket. So they did that. There was a cylinder that needed replaced. Supposedly they did that, so we're supposed to go get it today.
Okay.
Okay.
See what, hopefully it's fixed.
We just have one bucket truck, don't we? Okay. Anybody out here have a question for the highway department? Yes.
Have you been by Oakdale lately?
No.
I have not. Okay. The posts are done, are going.
They're gone. I was gonna go up there today.
What happened?
The posts are gone.
Those-
Posts are gone.
All of them?
From what I could see, it was dark, I drove by there one evening, it looked like they were all going.
Okay,
I
good.
think I was up there a week or two ago and they were still there, so.
Yeah, it was just this week.
Okay.
I noticed last night driving south out of the metropolis of Cutler that just before we get to the sheriff's house, that stretch between the Cutler Church and where the sheriff lives, on the car it said it was 60-mile-an-hour speed limit down through there, which I can't hardly believe because I mean, it's nicely paved, but it's just a little skinny road.
We'll check that out.
Yeah.
I can't.
How are those done? If we, do you know if we lower a speed limit somewhere, is that reported to the state or somebody and then it's picked up, or how?
No, as far as I know, we just do an ordinance and then
Yeah.
they report to the state.
Was that,
It can be enforced by any law enforcement officer, but the sheriff can't, the highway department can't post a road just on the say-so of the board or the highway department.
Yeah.
It has to be an ordinance to be legal.
But how does that then go to where anybody driving down through there can pick it up on their car and it says
That's a
45,
good question.
45 mile an hour?
that's
Where
Google.
that-
I don't know.
Where that's done at.
I don't know if the local roads get posted that way, are they or not? Have you, I've never noticed.
I think what they do, I've seen them, the Google, years ago, they would be a van or something, and they would just settle on the road. And I think when they see a sign, that's when they change it. And, cause
Is that
I've noticed up there, we got a little place in Coscosa County, and there's people live there, and several people, it's not a town or anything, but they, one place is 20, it's posted, and right in front of our place, it's posted on a light pole that it's 30 mile an hour. But up the road about 4 miles, it's posted 45. And between there's a four-way stop. People stop at the four-way stop, and if they go one direction, it's 20, it's posted right there. If they come our way, it's 45 till you get to that sign. So that tells me, because if I put it in a car for the destination, it'll tell you, at that point, it'll change. So people come to that stop sign, which isn't, it's about 400 feet. They still
So is
can
this
think
like-
it's 45 mile an hour.
Is this a GPS that states
GPS
it?
thing. So I think that's, so I remember seeing them out farming and stuff. They would come, they would set along the road. And say they had a van marked Google, and I just figured that's what they were doing.
It marked Google. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, what they do now, I don't know, but that was years ago.
I'm unfamiliar with any requirement and any statute that requires the sheriff to inform any higher authority or the highway department to inform the Department of Transportation. I don't think the highway department has to inform NDOT.
Yeah, we don't,
Yeah.
Okay.
we never have.
And it's funny for it to say 60
Yeah.
when everything, if it's unmarked in Carroll County, is 55. And that may be the state, I don't know.
That's the state statute.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that road is certainly not one that is above a lot of the other ones around
It should
there.
be
Oh, well, we could
35, 30 or so.
move it up. Yeah. Well, I was just wondering because that surprised me. It's got her car has this thing on it where it shows it on the inside of the windshield when you're driving down the road, you know, and it'll show the speed limit sign and then it'll show what you're doing. And look at that, it's 60 mile an hour was the speed limit there. Okay, well, thank you. County Attorney Ted Johnson, you have some things for us.
Speaking of speed limits, these are to catch up with what the board wanted to change on 900, 925 west and on 350 south, I think it is. So I don't know which one you have. There are two ordinances. You have to do a separate ordinance for each change because the conditions in each location are different. And formerly we had a highway engineer. Highway engineer's recommendation was all that we needed to be able to justify lowering the speed limit from the state presumptive speed limit, which is 55 miles per hour. So the sheriff informed me and sent me the information for these ordinances, and he gave me some background on why each one of them needed to be lowered. So that's the purpose of that paragraph. It's called the findings, is basically the justification for lowering it to what it is. And both of them are to be lowered to 35 miles per hour. So as any other ordinance, the procedure is if you want to make it go in effect immediately, you would entertain a motion to read by title only would be the first thing, and then after you adopt that motion, then motion would be to entertain ordinance number, whatever it is, on the same day as its introduction and vote on that. If that vote is unanimous, then you can receive a vote, a motion to adopt the ordinance. Three steps.
Okay. We have two roads here that we have been concerned about. One of them is Bicycle Bridge Road, which varies the name of it between 925 west and 905 west, depending on where you are on it. To US 421 and State Road 18. And that's dropping that speed limit to 35 mile an hour. And the other one is 350 south from State Road 29 to 500 east. That's just a little short stretch there, about 3 miles. Does anybody here have a comment on either one of those roads or how
I know, 350 south, they travel pretty fast on that. And there's some hills.
they? Yeah, I drove it yesterday.
There's, driveways at the bottom of the hills, some of them, and, I mean, it probably would be good to have it lowered some.
If I come into you at the highway department and say, I need a driveway permit, and they cost what, $100 or something like that?
Well, if it's commercial, it's $100, it's 25 if it's,
It's what?
25 if it's residential.
25 for residential permit. But Does any of you guys go out and check that spot to make sure that it's safe to pull out?
We go out, and make sure that if it needs culvert or not, and see where they're putting it in at. And if it's unsafe spot, we'll definitely let them know.
Okay,
We don't think it should be there.
good. 'Cause I've seen some older ones where I look at them, I think, who in the world would put this driveway right here where you can't possibly see to pull out? Good.
I think, Mr. Chairman, the number of the road, the sheriff pointed it out to me, is 925 and 900. Is that correct, Scott?
Yeah, on here it says 925 and 905.
I would just say probably 18, I don't know exactly where it is you're talking, but 18 down through the curves and all that, that's where I thought you guys were talking about.
Well, I was talking about the road number. The sheriff gave me the map of it, and I followed the sheriff's map, but he told me I had the wrong road number on the first draft that I did. It was 925 and 905, and he told me it was 925, 900. It jogs, apparently.
Okay.
That's bicycle.
Stretch your comfort off. Then I can probably help you with it.
Yeah. Well, the sheriff looked at it, that's what he told me.
Should I mark on this?
Yeah, you should. I've got a clean copy that has that correction made.
Oh.
So why don't you just, since the signatures are on the second page, right?
Yeah, both of these that I had said 905.
Yeah, he sent me an email after, and
And you sent it yesterday
Yeah,
afternoon,
uh-huh.
yeah, and that's what I printed off this morning. Both of them said 905.
It's signatures on the second.
It doesn't matter, I mean,
yeah. I think the second page, the signatures are on the second page, correct?
yes, they are.
So you can adopt the ordinance, and we'll make sure we got the right number on it, but it's definitely 925, and this, where it jogs, I think the sheriff told me it becomes 900 instead of 905, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the email, and it reads, when turning on 900 West from 421 State Road 18, there are sharp blind curves going on the incline. At the top of the incline, the road turns to 925 West. When coming from Bicycle Bridge Road, you turn on to 925 West. It's an immediate steep incline with two hidden driveways. And it says at the top of the incline is a drive for Bicycle Bridge Bluffs.
So it is 900.
So it is according to this
Sure.
email, it's
Yeah.
900.
905 is one little road left. So it should be 900.
900? Yeah, it's 900.
Okay, so now we need to have these read by title only.
Need a motion.
Beth,
to-
would you mind doing that for us?
When will
Doesn't
these
matter
get
which one.
posted? So
Pardon me?
people, when will these get posted?
They can post them immediately after you adopt it, if you adopt it today.
Do we need a motion for the reading?
Supposed to.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we read the two ordinances for the speed limit
By title only.
in title only.
Do you have a number for those? I'll second the motion if it includes.
Seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion passed. Now, we're ready to read both of them by title only.
Okay. Ordinance number 2025-03 is an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of Carroll County amending the Carroll County Traffic Ordinance. Ordinance number 2025-04 is an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of Carroll County amending the Carroll County Traffic Ordinance.
Okay, which one we
Which one's
making
which?
3 and which one's 4?
3 is the 900.
3 is the 900 one. Okay? Okay. Okay, so now we can,
Move to entertain both ordinances on the same day as their introduction.
okay. You want us to make that?
I'll make a motion that we move to entertain both ordinances on the same day as the introduction.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And now we can
Motion to adopt.
motion to adopt both of them at the same time. Okay.
I'll make that motion to adopt both ordinance 2025-03 and 2025-04 on the same day.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those motions passed.
Are those both 35 mile-an-hour?
Wait, what?
Are those both 35 mile-an-hour?
35.
Yeah.
So I guess we're ready to sign these.
How many do you need?
Two.
Two,
One
I
for
have
the
two
sheriff
right here.
and-
Scott's got one going, so we'll just use Scott's and
One
mine.
for the auditor.
And yeah, that's one set. You have it, wait a minute.
That might be two.
What are we doing
Which
here?
ones I've done both times.
Okay, we got two 03s done.
Here's the beginning of an 04.
What'd I do with the 04?
I don't know, but I got one here.
Okay. We just need two, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can we sign yours?
Seal for. Seal.
Probably should date all these up here. 15th December. Did you date those, Scott? With my, Okay, do we have an extra one of these, a copy of these that we can give to the highway department?
When we get it done, I can copy it and put it in.
You
his-
just copy them
I
off
can
for him?
put them in his
Okay,
mailbox, yeah.
all right, you don't need to dig.
I have one in there.
Okay, Ted, do we have more?
Yes, the land swap for the single tree, highway department.
Right.
Doesn't matter. The reason I didn't go ahead and get a hold of appraisers yet, the procedure were two reasons. One reason is that a sale of county property requires, the purchase requires two professional appraisers, and we can't pay any more than the average of the two appraisals.
Right.
The procedure for disposing of county property is in a different section of the Indiana Code, and says that we can have two appraisers who jointly appraise it, or one appraisal and one government employee, and I think the assessor is also licensed as an assessor, you know, class 2 or whatever it is. And I spoke to her out in the hall. She is willing to do that to save money on the cost of the appraisal. You only need one appraisal, one professional appraisal plus the assessor.
Okay.
And NADA could do that. So, that's one thing I wanted to get, so that the board can indicate, you know, that they would like the assessor to do do the appraising with another professional appraiser on the Carroll County property. Okay, so I don't know what the approximate value of it is. I don't know if the board has an idea what the approximate
I don't.
value. Is it more than $50,000?
I would think so.
You don't think so?
I would,
You would
which
think so?
one? Which property?
Well,
What's the acreage?
I guess both of them.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, it'd be more.
So we'll definitely want professional appraisals, because if it's under 50, we can do something else.
It'd be more than that.
We're pretty sure it's gonna be over.
What's the acreage? I can't remember.
Pardon me?
What's the acreage? I can't
It's
remember.
approximately
It'd
five
be over
each,
50.
isn't it?
It'd be over
Yeah,
50.
it's not very big, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be over, so.
It'd be over
Okay, that's
50.
what I thought. So the second reason I asked to put this on the agenda, so I would like for you to make a motion at some point to appoint the assessor to be one of the appraisers on the property of the county.
On the, wait,
The
on
Carroll Manor, she cannot do, it takes two professional appraisers to buy it. But we can do it with just one on the selling of it.
So, okay.
Okay, so now, that's what the law says. Now, you can have two professional appraisers on both of them. The real reason I opened the question up is, we don't really have an agreement on this procedure. Are we agreeing that one party will pay the other the difference in the value? And, or are we agreeing to something else? We're agreeing.
That was the original thing that we discussed.
Discussed.
Yeah.
That whichever one was the more valuable, the other party would pay the difference?
Right.
Okay.
Property by the
If that's the case, I'm gonna suggest that I drop a little agreement, a written agreement, so that we know going in, you know, so somebody gets surprised by, well, I didn't agree to that, you know?
Yeah.
We need to do that going ahead in. And the other thing is, who's gonna pay for the appraisals? And we're just gonna lump the costs of them and each pay half of the costs of the appraisals? Or, the other thing I thought was, you know, they pay for the appraisals, we pay for the appraisals of the property we would get, because we would be engaging the appraisals to appraise them for us. And they pay for the appraisal, professional appraisal of the county property. So they're trusting who they're appointing to do their appraising. They would be reporting to them. Now, they may not want the assessor being that second appraisal. That's why I say it can be legally done with just one professional appraiser plus the assessor on the part that Singletree would be getting. So does there need to be a discussion with the Singletree before we go ahead?
I would think so,
Okay.
to see who will be footing the bill for the appraisals.
And if they want to use the assessor as one of their appraisers, if they trust Dana to do it, I mean, and I think it's a joint appraisal on the sale of the county property. For the purchase of property by the county, we can't exceed the average of the two. So that's it in a nutshell.
Either buying or selling, you cannot exceed the average.
No, we have to sell it, we can't sell it for less than what it appraises for.
We could sell it for above.
Pardon me?
You said we can't sell it for less than it appraises for.
Correct.
We could sell it for above the appraisal.
Yes, correct, yes. The other thing is, this is not a all cash transaction. We're getting value, so it's a little different. The code really doesn't distinguish between cash and non-cash consideration. So it allows us to acquire property of value, equivalent value in return, and that satisfies the law. Okay, so either way, we're complying with the law. It's just that the mechanics of the appraising, for some reason, they got it in different statutes and they set it up differently. So that's what I wanted you to think about. And
Well, we've been discussing this for at least a year now, and maybe even longer than that. I think that, name's not coming into me now. Who was the former surveyor and county highway head?
Donnie?
Donnie, yeah, that's right, Donnie. I think he's the one that first talked to him about it. And I think that it came to him from this single tree that they wondered if we would be interested in trading. And then it came on from that of, well, what if the appraisals don't come out even? You know, and what we discussed and agreed on was whichever one of us
Hey, the difference.
we'd even it out.
okay,
But we need something in writing
yeah.
about that.
Okay, so did one of you want to contact the other owner?
I can get a hold of him through the highway department and we can
Okay.
sit down and talk. He'd really like to get this done, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it would be a very good thing for our highway department to have that extra space and building and all that. So I'm anxious to get it done.
So there is, I just want to let you know, there's another additional requirement for selling property that doesn't apply to buying property. When you're selling county or city or town-owned property, we have to put a notice in the newspaper that it's appraised for, and we're offering to sell it for X amount of dollars, whatever that number is, and receive offers from it. This will be a special kind of an offer because we want it for a specific purpose. So the notice that goes in the newspaper, it's required whether or not you've got a special circumstances or not. It'll be offering so many acres of county farm property for sale for a price, which includes receiving in return a site that's adjacent to the highway department of equivalent or same or substantially equivalent value. And that goes in the paper. You wait 10 days, you don't get any offers, you've satisfied the law. The same is true for leasing property to the building corporation for the building of the jail. I don't know if they put a notice in the paper. It should have been put in the paper, the building, because it was done as a BOT project. But you have to do that even on a lease, you know. You put a notice that you're going to lease the property and for these payments, and nobody submits a bid because, you know, they're not going to build a jail for you anyway. Okay, so we got to do the same thing for this.
Okay.
We put in a notice, but that's all that is advertising the paper once, and that satisfies that requirement. And the sale of the property, the purchase of the property also involves the county council adopting a resolution. We've done these anytime we bought property for, you know, the ambulance station and whatever. We have to ask the council to do a resolution that declares their interest in purchasing property for addition to the county highway department property. So I'll prepare an ordinance and send it to Eric, and he can submit it to the council for their okay.
Okay.
So,
Did you catch that?
I caught some of it.
So, the next steps are, really, I don't know, maybe not appoint Nada until, you know, that the landowner wants her to be the one of the two appraisals. They'll save money by having Nada do it with choosing their own appraiser. That would be my suggestion, is that we pay for the two appraisals of the Singletree property, and it's gonna be, are we gonna specify the number of acres exactly, or do we want a track survey before we even do a contract? That was the third thing I forgot to ask you about.
I think the acreage is in the Censko group.
Does it have exact acreage?
I believe so. I think it,
The phase one environmental?
on 2.4, it says site location, and then it says description, and it says 2 parcels, approximately 2.2 acres.
Did they do it on the county as well as, I forgot about,
I doubt they did it
that was
on,
just on the Single Street property?
Yeah.
wasn't
I think so.
yeah, they wouldn't have done it on
This
the
is what he
county.
wanted to get going on.
Okay.
He sent-
We should address this in this written agreement, is a survey. Are we gonna split the cost of the survey to get this survey done before we get too far deep into it? Because
Okay, we're gonna put, let me make sure I understand, we're gonna put all the costs of all surveying together, and we're gonna split it.
that's what it
Is that
sounds.
what you guys wanna do? You think that's?
Yeah,
In all 4 surveys, all 4
Well,
appraisals.
survey, the
Or all 4.
appraisals and the survey.
I'll just split everything.
We only need one survey.
Yeah, they might currently have a survey.
Pardon me?
They might currently have a survey.
In my, yeah,
Paper.
so that's a question to ask the owner of the bill, is do they already have a survey?
do the surveys have to be within 2 years to be valid? I know sometimes.
That's the appraisals,
That's the appraisal, okay.
not the survey.
Not the survey.
Survey,
Surveys usually.
one and done.
Okay.
Surveys shouldn't change.
Parcels. I'm gonna defer to our surveyor.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions on how we design this?
Well, it depends. Do you want owner's title insurance on your property? If you do, then you need to get an Alta survey, and that has to be done within 60 days of closing. The Alta survey will show easements, any encumbrances, anything that shows up on the title report. Now, a regular boundary survey is not going to show any of that.
So,
So it depends on what you want.
the 60 days after the survey is done, or it has to be,
Yeah, I
it
think
can't be
it-
any older than 60 days when you close?
Right.
Or you have to have it
That's my
recertified?
understanding, yes.
Okay.
It's up to the title company.
So the question is, does the owner want a title? Do they need title insurance on it? If they want title insurance, it'll change the nature of the survey.
I would definitely think the county would want title insurance
Okay.
to make sure that there's not
There you go.
an encumbrance across that property that's gonna create, an issue with any future development of the property. What if there's an easement right through the middle of it? You won't know that unless you do an Alta survey.
Yeah, within where it is,
Pardon?
the location where it is,
Okay.
proximity to Flora. Could be a right of way through there.
Right.
Wouldn't the title search reveal that as well?
No, title insurance doesn't cover it excludes anything that would be divulged by a professional survey.
Correct. Yeah, that's one of your exceptions on title policy. If you don't get a survey,
You don't have any
anything
coverage.
that's exposed on a survey is is not covered by title insurance.
Okay.
It's that they wipe their hands of it.
Hmm.
So
Huh.
that's why, you know, any commercial property should be, in my estimation, you don't know what you're buying until you get there.
I can give you a list of things that we discussed, Bill,
That would really help.
and what we're thinking about, and then I'll circulate it to all three of you. And
Yeah.
before you go approach the owner.
Okay.
Okay, that's all that I had.
Well, I appreciate you putting that list together, because, okay, how about the 4-H building project agreement?
I brought the documents with me, and
Good.
I understand we had a question, and I wasn't able to answer it off the top
It
of my
was
head.
about who pays for what power?
Who pays for what power?
Yeah, do we pay all the electric bills from now on, or?
Okay, there are three documents. There was a project agreement. Then there's a lease, and there's a sublease. Get that out. Power.
I just hadn't-
I
didn't
thought it
get
was a
it.
maintenance question, so I didn't look power up. Let's see. Okay, is this for, what is the power? Is it the power for the whole darn thing, including the 4-H building? Or, there were two, the sublease, is a sublease from the community club to the county of the extension office and the exhibit building.
Right.
Is that the one we're talking about then?
I think so.
Okay, that's the sublease.
This came to me from the council, and it's been too much water under the bridge since we did that for me to
Okay.
remember.
Rent, I'm looking real quickly here.
Can I help you
Sure.
understand this a little bit? Amy Webster from the Extension Office. I'm the Ag and Natural Extension Educator and the County Extension Director for the office.
Okay.
So I do not know all the history, but I have been digging into this for a little bit because
Okay.
I've kind of got an issue with the front of my building I'm trying to get addressed, and I keep getting told it's the town of Flora's issue. It's the county's issue.
Uh-huh.
No, it's the community club of Flora's issue. And I'm trying to keep somebody from getting hurt and all four of us getting sued. So I've been doing a little research. When it comes to the electric, from what I understand, the county Purdue Extension Office has a budget through the county. We also have a separate budget for the county fair, okay? So you pay the Community Club of Flora for a lease from out of our Purdue Extension budget and out of the 4-H fair budget, okay? It amounts to like $2,000 a month, I think is what we pay, or $2,500 a month is our lease on the property for us to be in that building. We do not pay the monthly, see, now I get confused myself. Our general utilities are somewhat included in that. Fair Week utilities come out of our county Fair Week budget.
Okay.
We do send in, I think in our early claims, the town of Flora, we are charged electric for the facility, and that comes out of our county budget for Purdue Extension.
When you say out of our county budget, does that mean,
Out of the Purdue Extension county line items. Yes.
The extension office.
The Extension Office budget.
okay,
Yeah, that's part of our lease
County
budget.
pays the telephone.
Yeah,
so,
and I don't think that
County-
runs
the
through our
county
budget at
is
all.
The sublessee pays, in addition to rent, their own telephone, cable, internet access, and to pay all such utility bills promptly, etc. It doesn't mention electricity.
I'm pretty sure the county writes checks to the town of Flora, because sometimes it takes, what their billing cycle and by the time the check gets crossed, it gets a little bit of fishy, but, because we shut all the power off for a lot of the buildings back on the fairgrounds, like shortly after. I mean, I think it's still on right now, but they get shut down pretty quick here. So, and they don't get turned back on till April-ish when we start using the facilities again.
Yeah, the document only refers to telephone cable and internet, so.
Yeah.
And that's for the, and that only applies to the extension office and the exhibit building, so. You're okay with that?
I am looking at that, I don't, I know we pay the internet and the phone bill, because it comes directly to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that even bills through like our line items budget.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know about the other, I'd have to look it up.
Okay, so
When we look at the other lease, now the lease, the sublease is to the extension office and the exhibit building only.
Yeah.
The lease is a lease between the community club and the county, and it's.
And from what I'm understanding, it should be coming due here like this fall. Because from what I read, it's a lease for 40 years to be renewed every 10 years. And I was told they moved into that building in October of 15.
Well, it says 35 years.
Yours says
25 years.
Mm.
Term of the lease is 25 years. Let me look at the sublease.
So it means there's multiple documents
I
out
do
there.
remember when that was presented, because Miriam said, and I won't be here for that, so she was excited about that.
Yeah, so
15 would be 2040, I won't be here either.
the sublease to the extension office in the exhibit building is for no more than 25 years. It renews every 5 years, automatic renewal every 5 years. So that was started May 1st, 2014. So that would be 2019, 2024.
Okay.
Uh,
See, that's,
It automatically renews.
that makes a lot better sense, because based on the calculations I was doing that the county had entered in, you were going to pay like $1.4 million for us to be there for 40 years. And I'm like, who signed that? Lord, so.
Okay, so even in the lease itself, which is the lease of the oh, that's a sublease. I'm sorry. The lease was for 4-H exhibit building and all contiguous real estate owned by the county, et cetera, et cetera. And it says electricity. Community club agrees to maintain electricity, heating, et cetera, and air conditioning to the facility. That's
It says it agrees to maintain, but does that mean that they're paying for the electricity? Is that the same?
I would think maintain means all-inclusive. They would keep the upgrades and,
Who has the electricity over there,
It's through the town,
so there's.
town of Flora.
It uses the word maintain.
I don't know what the actual provider is of,
That's what I meant,
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's a
I don't know
question
if
that
it's-
there can be disagreement on.
Yeah.
So, but it says the electricity, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. I agree with Commissioner Scott. repairs, that,
Back on your
that would
bills
imply to
and
me
see if
that
you
they
paid
maintain
into
a
the
country
town
club.
Yeah.
I know
Community club.
we get a bill from the town of Flora monthly, and then Carissa turns it back over. I'm pretty sure she puts in a claim to you guys for that. So, because I think that's one of the early claims that has to come in.
If you file a claim, you have to have a, in your line, a line item.
Yeah.
Do you think the county is paying the electricity?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can step out real quick and call Carissa if you'd like to. She would know for sure. So,
Let us know, and I'll be glad to call
Yeah.
Miriam and see how she's reading that.
yeah. I mean, I can call the office right now.
Go
and- yeah.
ahead. I mean, if you want to go on to something else, we come back to it.
Well,
Do
the
you have
next-
any other questions about this? Deb?
The next thing we have is WP contract addendum, which would be concerning the mold in the old jail, I think.
Correct. And Mike, are you ready? You want to do this now?
I sent you their W-9 and that this morning.
Okay. I was not near my computer.
Okay. There's some rewording in the contract and that we have to do. But we got a little bit of time because it has to be advertised as an additional anyway.
So do you want the board not to approve that today, or do you want them to
Well,
approve it?
the board's already approved to move forward with them
Okay.
pending the council's approval
Funding?
of the money.
So there's no action needed today?
No action needed today.
That's it?
Except for what you
Pardon me?
sent. Except for what you sent, it was a little bit different, I believe.
Okay,
But Miriam just called our office, I told her to call you.
okay. Yeah, okay. So no action needed on WP? And then,
Did that amount increase to 141?
It did increase to the 141.
But see, that makes 0 sense on
Right, but
tariffs.
Hey.
I think that's,
there was a cost increase from the last time that he submitted this thing, and I forwarded that to you last week as well.
What you filed was an
Seen
addendum.
the price went up.
You don't have
last
to do
year
the
on it.
addendum.
yeah,
now?
it was 134 and some
no,
change, now it's
no.
141.
Okay.
we're gonna wait
Okay.
until we got it all cleaned up.
Yep.
Yep. So it's still before the council then, the money wise?
Yeah,
Yes, it goes before the council.
They meet-
But it will not, it will go before the council to be approved to advertise it, because that was September 2nd, there was no way to get it in the paper to advertise for the 18th.
Okay.
So,
Is that okay?
We gotta be.
You gotta do it. Okay.
I didn't have any choice.
What'd you find out?
Have your answer. The Community Club of Flora pays the electric bill for the actual extension office and the exhibit hall building. They pay that. Out of our county fair line item budget, we pay for the rest of the fairgrounds, the livestock buildings, the restrooms, the horse and pony arena, all of that area. So now,
Good.
if we run low on that budget, because that budget hasn't really been increased very much, I know there's on some things of that, we kind of rob Peter to pay Paul, and some of that, when those line items dry up, we do pull them out of our extension office budget. So,
You do a
community-
transfer, you don't rob Peter.
well, yeah, yes, sorry. Not the proper lingo. So,
Transfer.
yes, yeah. We get them out of the right accounts that way then, so.
So the
yeah.
Community Club of Flora pays for that building.
Pays for that building and that building only, yes. Yep.
And I know years ago, I looked at the titles of who owns what property. It is an
It's a mess.
absolute
And that's what I'm kind of dealing with, if you don't mind me taking a couple minutes. Out the front of our building is, when you're walking into the extension office, there's about a 4-inch drop off from where the parking lot stops. About 3 foot to the building is stone. and it drops off about 4 inches. And then when they set the parking curbs for where people park when they pull up, they put it right at the edge of that parking lot. So when people come up to our building, when they're trying to walk in, it's logical that you would go to the front of your vehicle to walk into that building. Well, you're trying to walk between a drop off of the stone and the concrete and the parking curbs. I have some of my parking curbs actually on the other end of the building too, rebar sticking up, but where I park every day, there's a piece of rebar sticking up about 4 inches that, you know, people walk constantly all over that because we're on the park. And it is confusing because it's the City Park of Flora. It's the Community Club of Flora's building, but it's on a county fairgrounds with a Purdue Extension building. And so I want something simple as a half a load of stone to fill in that 4 inches and my parking curbs moved back 3 feet so people have plenty of room to walk. Before the county gets sued, the town of Flora gets sued, Purdue Extension gets sued, and the Community Club of Flora gets sued over somebody tripping and falling.
Are those handicap places?
There are handicap spots down on the farther end, which is really quite hilarious that the handicap spots are farther down. I think the handicap spots are mainly down because that's where the main entrance for the exhibit hall really is. So, and I brought it up to the community club and they're like, oh, that's the town and blah, 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 and the counties. And then somebody's talked to the town and they're like, oh, no, that's the county and the community
Highway
club.
Department come over with some stone and fix that?
I'm sure we probably can, but we normally don't do much over there. So the asphalt stuff, we did not put that down, so I don't know.
I'm not quite understanding here. You haven't hauled a stone into that area before, you're saying? Yeah.
We've helped with some stuff. They've called to ask for some help with some stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we've not maintained any of that. We didn't do the asphalt that's there. We put a sign up for them one time.
Uh-huh.
Because they couldn't get it out. They could come and ask if we could. I don't remember what his name was. He worked for the town of Flora at the time.
Was it Atlee?
No, it wasn't Atlee. I think a guy worked for the town of Flora at one time. But
I know there
he
was
did some stuff out there too.
Yeah, there used to be a gentleman, Atlee, I hear his name a lot,
Yeah.
that
Atlee
used
Oiler.
to kind of keep the front of our office kind of somewhat clean. Because when I started working there last fall, it was a trash pit. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like all the leaves are blowing in and there was weeds as tall as my waist. And I'm like, and they were like, well, Atlee always kept it clean, but he's retired now, nobody else is doing it.
Atlee was
And-
the groundkeeper.
Yeah, so we kind of brought it up and they have somewhat pulled the weeds, but I'm just looking at, because like Scott says, if you pull that up, because I started at the surveyor's office, they sent me to the recorders and we tried to pull some stuff up, and when we kind of looked at it, it's got town of Flora, it's got county, it's, you know, it is a sorted mess out there. But I'm just asking for a little help, because somebody's gonna get hurt.
But-
And then we're all gonna get sick, because you know how it goes.
I know the 30 years I've been there, we've only went over there a couple times and done a few things because they asked us to. So we have not maintained that at all.
And I mean,
What do you guys think? Should we request the highway department to go over and fix that? Or
Maybe
just haul some stone
maybe a
in?
little bit of stone,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to move the bumpers and then
Yeah,
pull the rebars,
I think there's
drive them down,
8 parking bumpers that need to be moved back.
move back.
That's maybe an hour's worth of work, I'm guessing. I mean,
Yeah, it might be more than that.
yeah, I've never moved a parking
Should we get
bumper
that in
on the
motion?
street.
We never have either.
I mean, it would take a skid steer.
I guess I'll go ahead and make a motion that we ask the county highway garage to go over, not clean up, but
Yeah.
fix, haul some stone into, that's the east side of the building, right?
Yes, it'd be the east end where the
The east
extension
end,
office is.
the east
It's probably
end of
3
the-
foot by, the length of that building's probably 60 foot long maybe, by a 3 foot strip, and it's that deep along
Okay.
through there. But
Okay.
we have a lot of extension homemakers that tend to be a little on the aging side, and We're gonna be picking somebody up before too much
Yeah.
longer.
Are you done with your motion?
I believe so, yeah.
He'll be there to show them.
Yes, I myself or
Make sure that
someone is
happens.
there.
That way you don't
Yeah.
get something you're
Yeah.
not bargaining for.
Yep.
So, I'll second.
Okay, I got a motion and a second to fix that problem there. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Can you stop over there at the extension office and discuss that with her and get it worked out what we're doing?
Yeah.
I appreciate it very much.
Greatly appreciate it, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Now, while you were here,
Yes.
were you the one that contacted me?
I sure
last
was.
week? Okay, good.
Yes.
I guess we'll go ahead and bring that up while you're
Okay.
here. She had requested potentially changing some hours for
The
some of
extension office.
extension office workers. And I said, I don't see that would cause any issues at all. So
Yeah.
if you would want to explain to the other
Yeah.
two.
So what we have is, as Purdue Extension, I'm sure you're kind of aware, we're another unique office. We have county employees, and then we have Purdue Extension employees. So the county employees, we have one full-time employee, and then we have a part-time employee also. And she works 40 hours every 2 weeks, whereas our full-time employee works 40 hours each week. Our office is open 8 to 4:30. Whereas most of the offices here, they've got the 8 to 5, closed half a day, 1 day a week. But most of these employees are 36 hours a week full-time employees. Whereas Carissa, our full-time employee, is a 40-hour-a-week employee. Purdue Extension is going through some restructuring due to state and federal funding shortfalls, and they're looking at some new avenues, and they're trying to get us all kind of more shaped together. We are one of them in our area that is off kilter with all the other offices in our area, and everybody else is 8 to 4, and we're 8 to 4:30. So they have asked to see if we can get our office hours shaped up to them. I have spoken to both Carissa and Terry, our part-time secretary. They're more than on board of going 8 to 4, still taking their half-hour unpaid lunch, and Carissa would go to a 37.5-hour full-time employee. So it would still keep her at full-time status, but she would then drop, that she would basically lose 2.5 hours a week knowing that. And then, of course, Terry would over her 2 weeks, or we could, if she still stayed at 40 for her 2-week pay, she would just make up her hours however. I don't think there's really any structure on, Terry is just a 20-hour-a-week employee basically for us. So that is kind of what we're requesting. Figure it wouldn't add too much craziness for the fact that we're off by ourselves and not asking to shut an office down that's in a building with other offices. So
Let me ask you a question that, well, this I'm gonna ask. What do they do?
what do our employees do?
Yeah, we have 1.5 persons there that we're
Uh-huh.
paying for. I don't know what they do.
So they support the extension office. Carissa, our full-time employee, she is responsible for our budget, handling all of our transfers, all of our basically everything that we turn in with the county, all of our claims, managing our day-to-day office things. We also have a Purdue, we call it our Ed Fund, so money that we have through Purdue, like when I do the park programs for pesticide license and the gentlemen have to pay for that, that money goes into our Purdue account. We have to pay the state chemist and things, she manages that fund also. She does all of our ordering, basically general secretary duties, answering the phone, copies, all of those things. But they also, because we are a smaller office, and myself and Karen Crum, the HHS educator, we are in both Clinton and Carroll counties. So a lot of our stuff, we rely on our support staff a lot of, I'm doing this program, here's the structure of it, you've got to get my copies, you've got to do that, because I'm running between 2 counties besides doing programming. She does a lot of phone calling and things for me also. When I have clients come in that I've I had somebody bring a chicken of the woods mushroom in for identification. Never heard of the thing before in my life. So, you know, I wasn't in at the time, so she started doing a little research for me. And then by the time I got there, I picked up the ball and then got the samples sent off and all of that stuff. So they do a lot of support staff. To be honest with you, they support the 4-H program probably the most out of our 3 entities, the Health and Human Sciences, the Ag, and then the 4-H Youth Development. So they're helping with rule book changes, keeping all that in line. When we're setting up for youth programming, making sure all the supplies are purchased and gotten, and it's all there for a program. So we're glad to have the 1.5 people there to help. Terry, she does a lot of just general secretarial duties of copying, and in this day and age, especially since we're dealing with youth, if we don't have to retain it for records retention, it's got to be shredded. So she's doing a lot of shredding and that kind of stuff on her day and a half or her part-time status. So
Thank
yep.
you.
And also why we ask for this time change. We kind of, when we looked at this and when Purdue proposed this to us, we set and tallied our customer base too, wanting to make sure, were we going to like affect our customers? That extra half hour, we really did not have any more extra walk-ins than we did from 8 to 4 that day. So, or those days, we didn't calculate it just one day. We kind of kept track for about a 2-week period. So,
According to the personnel policy, we would have to get it changed with Kent Irwin, because it states just what she said, 8 to 4:30 on Monday through, and it's, and a half an hour lunch. But we would have to get that changed. I think that would also deal with the council on how this salary ordinance would go. I think it's not just changing the hours. And as a 4-H'er grandma, I would think that extra half hour after school time period during the winter, and people would go out there. They don't.
actually really not. Our biggest walk-in traffic is from like the 3:15 to 4:45. When we kept track of it for a while, that's when they really kind of hit. They come right directly after school instead of that later after school. So, yep.
Which would be after 4.
No, like when school gets off closes shortly after 3, they're hitting us about 3:15 to 3:45
Oh,
is
I
where.
thought you said 4:45.
No, sorry, 3:45. So,
I don't know.
yeah.
But we'd have to get it changed with Ken Irwin.
Scott, do you have any more to bring up about that?
I don't. I don't know if it requires a motion from us to do. We probably do.
And send it to the council.
And send it to the council, yeah. I guess with that, I'll make a motion that we get a hold of Kent Irwin to adjust the personnel policy and then send that request and information on to the council to get approval.
I think it's the other way around. I think the council would have to
Send it
approve
to the council
and then go
for
to
their
Ken Irwin.
approval and then
Yeah.
on to Kent Irwin. Okay.
I didn't hear the word that we're endorsing it there in your motion, or we're requesting the council's approval on this or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Just repeat it, will you?
repeat it.
Yeah, so I can,
I guess I'll make a motion that we endorse this proposal, send it to the council for their review, and further Kent Irwin's review and change in the personnel policy.
got it?
Did you say endorse?
Yeah.
Do we have something to endorse?
you just want to approve it.
Approve it, okay, yeah, not endorse it, just to approve.
Yeah, I'll second. I didn't see anything in here. I will second.
You'll second that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a motion and a second. Let me see if I have this, Scott, that we are approving this change and would like to send it to, we'll send it to the council for their approval to send to Kent Irwin.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Me, too. Yeah. Okay, aye.
So that's shorter than what we had earlier. I gotta adjust this. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a starting date.
Huh?
And then you have to have a starting date after they approve it.
Can they make that determination?
Sure, council to
Okay.
start date. Will do, but I just wanted
What's
you to
the
know it
starting date
wasn't
on it?
starting right now.
I'd kind of leave that up to the council.
Okay.
I'm sure she would probably be back and,
Yeah,
That's
I was
fine.
just hoping she didn't think it started today,
yeah.
so.
Anything else? Okay, we're ready for Doug. Good morning.
Morning, Doug.
Just a couple quick things. Our billing service, which is currently Acumed, they just did some restructuring and changed their name to its emergency management and consultants now, so it's EMSNC. So we have a new agreement with that change. They're also decreasing the amount of money that they're taking, so they're cutting their percentage from 7.5% down to 6.4%. So that's all in this new agreement. Other than that, it basically pretty much stays the same. I didn't notice anything else. Ted's had a chance to look at it, said it's all right. We just need to get this signed so we can continue and get a little lower rate.
Yeah. Well, it's unusual this day and age.
It is, I know.
Yeah. They're signed pretty quick.
They currently also pay for our, out of the money they currently pay
from
our
McKinsey?
charting system, which we do all of our charts on.
Okay.
And then I also asked them to include the CAD transfer, which will take CAD information from our new CAD that Mike's getting, and dump that information into our charting system, so like times and incident numbers and all that stuff will already be pre-populated, and that cost is in here.
Yeah, so-
Ted, you have read this agreement?
I have, you guys, did you get copies? Okay.
Yeah, we got a copy.
So what did you do on the billing, I'm sorry, I was talking to Ted. Did you do something on the billing service?
No, not yet.
Okay,
It's just presented,
okay.
get it over.
That was the building services.
Well, what's the pleasure of the board?
I'll make a motion that we sign the new billing services agreement between Acumed and Carroll County EMS.
Actually, it's between EMS, MC,
Emergency
isn't it?
Management Consultants, it's the same company. They
Okay.
just
Same
changed
company.
the name.
Yeah,
Just
sorry.
name change.
Yeah, correct.
I'll
I still
second.
call it Acumed too.
I will second.
You'll second. So I got a motion and a second that we go with this contract. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, so you probably need about 3 of them, right?
Or we can copy the.
Yeah, copy it,
Pardon me?
just one or two, we can copy. Unless you just want to go ahead and sign it.
I've
Go
got,
ahead, guys.
We've got the
I've
3
got one
copies.
going
We
Got
have-
one already done?
Yeah, and I have
This
to
is
send
pretty
it,
long.
I have
Get
to
one
send it to
started.
them and get their signatures, and then I'll get you the final with everything.
All right. Hang on now. Name. Just like top line and print second.
run numbers still increasing some.
Yeah, we've been busy. We've been busy. Actually, we just got probably the biggest check, or not check, I wouldn't say, the revenue in stream from Acumed that we've ever gotten last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a little over 90,000.
Oh, my.
Which is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
wait a minute, I already did one page.
There's 2 plus spots, is there?
I think, yeah, right there. I only did one page on that one. I knew that, but I passed it on. Get this back here in a minute. There you go. I gotta do that one.
Oh, yeah, this one needs, yeah, this one needs,
Okay. This one is fully signed. Okay.
Okay.
Get them all?
Did Paul leave? Paul Ryder?
I didn't see him here this morning.
He was here.
Was he?
Except beside, or behind Bob, I think.
Let's see. I guess that needs to keep one of these, right?
And then the other thing is the Parkview Health GPO participation agreement. So we brought this up to the EMS committee, and they have, they all were in favor of participating in this agreement. So what this is it's with Parkview Health, and it allows us to use their group purchasing power to get supplies at their rate versus what we can get them at. There's really nothing in here, and Ted again looked this agreement over as well. There's nothing in here that's going to cost us, just it's a savings for EMS supplies, some of our EMS supplies, monitors, that type of stuff, different manufacturers. So.
And at that meeting, we spoke about potential ambulances because Parkview Health purchases ambulances, if we might be able through this group purchasing agreement, be able to buy ambulances at their rate, which could save, I mean, what was it, the heart monitor, like our cost was $38,000.
That we use is Rolex series. We get them for,
I wanna make sure
and I
she
don't
didn't
know
think
what
that was
price,
ours.
I don't remember, but it would say like 50, right around $50,000. Parkview's cost is like $38,000. So it's those big ticket items, we're gonna see more savings than our everyday items, but we're still gonna save on everyday. We did a cost analysis with Cass County, because Cass County's doing the same thing, they're doing this agreement as well. And it looks like it'll save us on an average, just our basic supplies, around $5,000 to $6,000 a year.
That's substantial.
Yep.
So, you know, we recommend, or the EMS committee recommended to enter into this agreement and start getting that purchasing power.
That's only property that's in unincorporated areas.
This does not have your signature, necessarily a name for your signature, it just says participant, so I don't know if Ted, if you can give me the power to sign that, or if you guys want to sign it, whatever, I don't care, but.
It only requires one signature. I think if we pass this, you could sign it.
We could pass it, allow him to sign it.
Huh?
We could make a motion and allow
Allow
Doug
it. Sure we
to
can.
endorse it.
Is that this?
I'll move
Yeah.
that we
Parkview.
endorse the agreement with Parkview Health about the GPO participation, and we allow Doug to endorse it for us.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, we got Parkview Hospital participation agreement, and the motion and second are that we will participate and we will allow Doug to sign it for us. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Jeff?
And then just to give you a little heads up, probably next month, I'll be coming to you. We're looking at changing, again, something we talked with the EMS committee about and they approved, looking to switch our sponsoring hospital from IU Health to Parkview Health, Logansport. Due to the fact that we're going to be getting stuff through them. I'm just working out some details about with our medical director, how we're gonna handle that. So hopefully next month we'll look at switching over and probably make that effective the first of the year.
Are they gonna locate in Lafayette also?
Who's that?
Parkview?
They're going to Parkview and then they're going to Lebanon now too.
South.
Spreading out.
I'd heard that, I didn't know.
What was your question?
Parkview is gonna locate in Lafayette, and Doug said Lebanon also.
In Lafayette?
And Lafayette.
Putting a hospital in West Lafayette.
3 new hospitals going in West Lafayette,
Three new.
right?
I know there's 2 for sure.
There's 3.
I think the other one's at ER.
Who are they, you know?
IU
Parkview?
Health's putting one.
Wait, what'd you say?
West Lafayette.
IU Health's putting one, Parkview's putting one, and then I think Franciscan's putting like a standalone ER or something.
They must be expecting growth.
So Parkview's gonna be in West Lafayette only?
Yeah,
Well,
they're
they
on
don't-
the Purdue.
They don't have
campus.
room. I mean, they're out in the halls and everywhere else.
Yeah.
They're trying to,
Lafayette draws from Illinois
Oh, yeah.
for medical. It's a big draw for Lafayette is the medical.
Uh-huh.
There's kind of
It's on the interstate.
a blank area there north of Lafayette and even to the east somewhat.
Well, now Cutler's to the east, that's not a blank area.
And they put a facility in Cutler.
Well, yeah.
you keep rooting for that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you. Okay, Keith,
Morning, gentlemen.
morning.
Okay.
Here is, the TK trash cans, updated contract.
Here, I'm getting,
Okay. That Ted has revised and sent back,
I'll just give them mine.
yeah, it's only, yeah. He made revisions to your contract. One thing, can't say exactly, is the term, length of term, right, Ted?
It was insurance, and it was a guaranteed right to, you know, if we change to another trash company, we guaranteed to give them the right to beat it, okay? So I took that out. And there was a third thing, insurance, I forget.
I thought it was the term, the 5-year term, you, wanted to edit that.
E-Verify affidavit.
Yeah, the E-Verify affidavit.
E-Verify, that's it.
Okay, okay.
That's it. Immigration, the right to, you know, beat any other offer that we got. And, but no, the terms are all the same.
Like I said in the last meeting, our current bill with Waste Management, it was over $300 last month. And this with the lock bar, it's gonna cost us $111 a month. Compared to $300, I'd say an average between $240 and $300 a month is what we're currently spending for Waste Management.
No, we're not terminating that yet, right?
That's the next question.
Okay.
So, questions I have for you gentlemen, since we've already agreed to this, is how we terminate our current contract with Waste Management. I was talking to Ted, 2 options, which he has 2 options already set up. One option is a letter to terminate immediately, or to terminate following the guidelines of the advanced disposal contract is what Waste Management's using. 60 days or 90 or 120 days notice, which that would put it, let's see, March of 26, they would be done. Doing it immediately and following their guidelines of termination of the 60-day or 120-day notice, I can't guarantee that they won't charge us the same amount for everything, all the stuff that they've charged, like, I think the lady guy was, she was just came in, all the different charges.
Extension office.
Yeah, they charged them when they tried to get rid of Waste Management, they charged them quite a bit trying to terminate. So I can't guarantee if we follow their guidelines, they wouldn't still charge us for a removal fee, anything else.
They will.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know if there'd be actually a benefit to waiting and following their guidelines for 60 day, with the 60-day or 120-day notice, or just terminating them immediately. So that's the question for you gentlemen. How would you want me to proceed? Follow their guidelines with 60-day or 120-day notice, or?
Well, they still might charge you for pickup of
yeah.
food at the end of that.
That's
too.
what I'm saying, is that any of the two options, I don't think it's gonna get us out of not being charged the extras.
I think you're right.
I've got a feeling they're gonna, like you two have already stated, they're gonna charge us regardless. I think if we do it immediately, at least it's gonna save us a little bit on the monthly end. So I think we ought to do the immediate and just be done with them. Because we're still gonna be paying $280 to $300 a month over 60 days or 120 days to do it.
Yes.
So,
When I looked at the problem initially, it was signed for the courthouse by the custodian at the time, and I thought we had an out because the custodian was not listed as a purchasing agent of the county. But Beth pointed out to Keith, and I can see that the commissioners had been approving documents that had been signed by other custodians, and our purchasing policy says that the commissioners can authorize other county personnel to sign contracts for the county, even though they're not listed in the list of purchasing agents. So I told Keith, I think we are on shaky grounds on doing this. So I don't know whether it's 6 one, half dozen the other. You take a chance either way. So I'm okay. Whatever you decide, I'll change the letter I was going to send to them though, because we can't tell them that when we know that they will be proven incorrect in that. So
My question is, what happens to our trash transfer station, and doesn't Waste Management pick up out there yet?
Well, we only have a contract with them to pick up our dumpster across the street.
Right.
So it wouldn't do anything with the contract that the transfer station has with Waste Management and their dumpsters. Two completely different entities.
So you don't think that they'll just cancel it because they don't have us?
They have to follow their own contract, what they have with.
I've talked to Dustin, and he doesn't have a problem with them. I mean, he gets along, and he tells them, I'm not saying he doesn't get along. I'm just saying that he didn't have a problem with it, because I asked him after he started having problems, and there was one other, Deer Creek Park. They had a big problem with them, if you remember, I think. And they.
So we have 3 sites that have trash.
Well, 4.
And
Doug just said
Doug
they had
has it
issues
too,
with them too, and
and
they-
he had trouble with them too. Everybody's had trouble with them, so that's why I asked Dustin at the transfer station, and he said he didn't have anything.
Yeah, 'cause they come in, they pick up their roll-off.
Yeah, that's a little different, that's bigger.
Do we still have them at unit?
Yeah, remember, we had to fight that 2-week window, get out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got out of it. Okay.
I will tell you, they do have an early cancellation fee, so you can cancel your contract, just pay a fee and be done with them.
Whatever the board wants.
What's that, Ryan? What's the early?
Well, the problem is that we don't have a contract specifically with Waste Management.
Oh.
Waste Management bought out Advanced Disposal, so Waste Management is running through, for us at the courthouse, they're running through and utilizing the Advanced Disposal contract that was signed in 2016 as they adopted that contract as theirs for us. So we can't, so anything that anybody else is using that had a more current contract, it would actually be underneath Waste Management. So that's another.
Yeah. They had the same kind of terms that Waste Management, similar.
Yes.
So I think, you know, I don't know what legally, what the result will be, but if you want to, either way you want to do it, you want to terminate now and fight with them for a while and see if we can get out of it altogether, or not.
Yeah, like I think what everybody said, that I don't think it's gonna make a difference if we cancel now, or if we try to follow their policy on 60 or 100, I think we're still gonna fight them on charges that, and stuff like that. It's Waste Management. I mean, everybody knows we're gonna get charged. We just have to be paying attention to when I get the bill in, to make sure what, they're not trying to make up stuff and bill us for it.
Have we entered into a contract with TK?
No, this is hopefully the last meeting on TK.
Okay.
Since Ted has revised the terms and agreement, and this lays out all the costs. I just needed your guys' decision on how to handle the exit from Waste Management. And so Ted and I can move forward on that, and then, because until we have, Ted and I Ted gets it all set up to actually do the exit letter, I don't want to tell TK yet that
Right.
we're going to move forward if we have a way out of from Waste Management.
Well, given that information, I'd like to make a motion that we enter into a contract with TK going forward for our waste disposal purposes.
And just immediately cut?
Well, and I guess I'll add to an immediate, I don't know what I want to say.
Cancel, terminate.
An immediate cancellation of the contract with Waste Management.
We should call it the contract of, what is the name of the company?
Waste Management?
Well, I know it's Waste Management, but
TK?
The other one.
I think the minutes need to reflect
Advanced Disposal?
advanced disposal contract.
The contract was with.
Because that's the original contract we
Yeah.
have, advanced disposal contract. Okay.
I'll second.
You second? Okay, so I got a motion and a second to do a contract to endorse a contract with Advanced Disposal. Is that right?
No, TK.
TK,
TK?
yeah, and then
Cancel.
cancel, immediately terminate the contract with advanced disposal.
Okay. All right, well said. Call for a vote, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passed.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'll rework that letter.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna send a letter.
I'm gonna rework a letter that actually I'm gonna have Bill sign.
You want me to sign one of these up here, say, or no?
No, the letter of cancellation, I had drafted.
Yeah, I need the TK contract signed.
Okay. Is that right, Ted?
Yes,
Yeah.
How many,
Want your signature on the letter that he types up.
I'll send it.
you need a couple of those contracts or just one?
Just one. Yeah.
Okay.
Two.
Oh, yeah.
Two.
I'll make copies.
You don't, you need originals.
Okay.
You need originals.
Should be. Bill, can you sign off on 2 of those, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing.
Next, for Max Wash Pros, they have set the schedule, starting the 22nd. They plan on working, starting on the west side, 8:30 to 5, 22nd through the 28th. That's for the courthouse cleaning, the monument cleaning, and the sealing of the monument. 22nd through the 28th. They gave a schedule. The reason I bring that up is on the signature page, for the commencement and completion of work, date and time, Ted, on that. Is that supposed to, I just put the information in there for
Well-
them to sign off on?
Yeah, that needs to be filled in.
But you said,
didn't have, I mean, I think you need to find out from the contractor when they think they'll
20,
have.
yeah, here's their schedule.
Okay. So I would say you give them this notice to proceed now and make it, the date would be October the 1st.
For the completion.
Let's see. So the number of days they have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I give them maybe 10 or
Yeah.
10 days or 2 weeks.
Just in case, yeah,
Within
I don't think you need more than that.
10 days?
Yeah.
Okay, so the date would be,
Did you already sign one of these?
Pardon?
Did you already
Seven-
sign
you're
one
gonna
of
be
these?
giving them 7
You
days
signed a
notice to
contract
proceed.
with,
With none of that filled in.
It's 7 days from now, it's, this is the 15th, right?
Correct.
So 22,
Mac, the proposal.
that's when they're gonna put in 22, commencement.
So,
Yeah, you need to give them notice today,
yeah.
so September 22. September 22, 2025.
Okay.
And
Within
then-
10 days. Right, is that what-
14 days,
14 days.
or whatever. Okay, I'll write you up a notice to get to them.
And here's,
Yeah, you did. You signed one at the last meeting, but it was with stipulations for all this stuff to be done.
and here's the one.
If you could just sign a new one, that'd be great.
So this one now has the dates on it for start and completion.
And it has your new certificate on there.
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
Okay.
And I just received this courthouse usage request. It's from the LDHG co-op group, which is a group for homeschool kids and stuff. They want to come in on September 29th. They have kids aging from 5 to 12, about 14 kids. Be during normal business hours. They said about 30 minutes from 1 to 1:30. Tour the courthouse.
That's when you're here, right?
Yeah.
Because we're closed. And you have the other one for the Oracle Club.
yeah.
Thanks, Vance.
You just need to put that on some kind of a letterhead. You can
Okay.
send it to them by email.
Well, we're down now to a couple of
Email.
courthouse usage agreements. What's this one for?
The first is for the Oracle Club
Mm-hmm.
for,
There's 30 people.
It's with Judge Evans, and he wants to have it at 7 p.m., and I think Keith has already signed off on that.
What exactly is the Oracle Club?
I don't know.
Give them to you.
Judge Evans is the one who brought that in. What is the Oracle Club? You're an Oracle.
Not this kind of an oracle, I don't know. They get together every so often to, like one time they had photography of the county or the city. I understand that Anita Whirling's going to give a program on different buildings and stuff like that, but they want to volunteer.
Yeah. So I'd entertain some motions here. We got one, let's take care of the Oracle Club first.
I'll make a motion that we allow the Oracle Club to utilize the courthouse from 7 to 8:30 on October 6th, 2025.
I'll second.
You second?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Now we have somebody here.
LDHG Co-op, which is a homeschool co-op.
Oh. Homeschool co-op.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be educational for them.
Yep.
I'll second. Do you make a motion?
You had a motion to,
I'll make a motion that we allow LDHG Co-op to visit the courthouse during operating hours from 1 p.m. to 1:30 on Monday, September 29th.
oh, they just want to come through and see it, huh?
Mm-hmm. That has it.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. You have another one, Scott?
No, those are the
No,
only.
but I have a couple things, and I'm sorry, but we can do it in 7 minutes, I know.
We get out early.
First of all, I need to do a transfer for the council on Thursday. Is that okay to do the legal fees? Can I do a transfer before the council so they can approve paying Judge Bill?
Sure.
And then this is the edit request. I typed them up.
Aha.
311,833, and that does not account for the old jail that you wanted to put in there, 149,000. I didn't have that in there, but if you look at the bottom, it says received. For next year, we're gonna receive 635,000.
And we've got over $1 million in there now.
I think so.
Now that-
But that also doesn't, we have things that need to come out of that.
Right,
The
right.
jail was for how much?
149,000.
41.
I think, well, you upped it at the next,
Oh,
last meeting
that's
you
right.
did 149. That grew, so it might go again.
149,000,
Yes.
which would add on to so we're looking at 460.
I'd just like to get them advertised for the council, and it won't be this month, but it have to be next month, but.
Okay, well, this brings up a question. I got a call from Dan McCain over the weekend, and I forgot. Can't say I didn't get the opportunity to call him back. I forgot to call him back. But in his message, he wanted to know if he could get the Canal Park, a request for them included in this. I said the first thing we have to do is decide if we're going to open it up again for more people, and then
We can.
more requests, and then if we would grant the request. Now, we have set a precedent before of going back and redoing our, sometimes several months later, and adding something to it. So,
You could also have him come in and bring another request in, and we can postpone this for a little bit, or you can amend, one or the other, just like you said.
so you're saying that pending, that's what the board wants, I could call him and say, come in next meeting, Dan, make your presentation.
Right.
Okay, what do you guys think?
I guess I would prefer if we entertain that to table these requests
Until then?
until we receive the request from Dan and potentially add these in.
Either way. You know what his request is?
I know, he didn't give me any indication of what the request would be. He just told me that it's
If you do them on the
for
6th,
sure.
I could get them in the paper by the 10th, and they would be okay to have at the 29th meeting. So it still would be okay for October.
Okay, if he comes to the next meeting or a representative of their group comes. Okay. Well, you want to make a motion to that effect, Scott?
Yeah, I made a motion that we table the current requests and then request Mr. McCain to attend the next meeting with his proposal.
Is anybody else, I mean, are we saying anybody else that wants to come in can come in at the next meeting?
I would presume, yeah.
Okay. Did you second that?
I will second that.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now, my next question is, there's quite a discussion right now in the council and in chambers, has to do with the chamber, of the money that's being collected from the innkeeper's tax only goes to not-for-profits. And there are ones on that board that don't like that, that think that it should be. Their thinking is, why should a tax collected from,
A for-profit?
yeah, from a for-profit or through a for-profit, like the innkeeper's tax, be restricted that it can't be used for something for, you tell me if there's a problem here.
I want to look that one up, because I'm not sure that you can give it back to for-profits. I don't know.
Okay. I would appreciate that.
I gotta look that one up.
Okay, then follow that up with, I'm looking through the list here, and we only are giving to for-profit groups here, or for not-for-profit groups. Should that be the way we continue with this, with edit money? Or should it be allowed to be used for business purposes, for some other request? It has always been like this, that we use it for Chamber of Commerce, we use it for economic development, for things like that. Why is that?
Well, I think I guess my first blush would be it's a tax collected from the tax base of the county. I don't know how they would feel with their taxes going to a for-profit entity.
Is that something you
Versus
can look up too?
a non-for-profit entity doing services for and within the county. That would be my thought.
Well, on the flip side, I've got going through my head right now. Supporting some of the things we do support, are they nonprofit?
Like,
CDC, Economic Development, things like that. Are they nonprofit? They're a business.
Valid point. That I don't know.
this is a point that I had never even considered
Is
before.
the,
In fact,
the chamber?
I never even connected it and jumped over to edit requests till this morning, thinking about bringing this up about the chamber, about the innkeeper's tax and it only being for not-for-profit. The complaint that I've heard from 2 council members is that you take the money and then it goes to a not-for-profit who maybe don't use it in a manner that really is what it
I think
it's
it
supposed to do.
probably should go to help back to support them, not just give it to them, but it's such as advertisement or making things better for people coming into the county to use their facilities.
Mm-hmm. We're making a grant here, and so we need to know, Ted, if we can do that. And you're gonna include the edit money too in that, right?
Oh, edits can go to for-profit.
It can?
Yes, sure.
I thought it could give out anything.
I mean, you should have a contract if it's going to a for-profit. I mean, and they recommend you have a contract with even the not-for-profits.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a contract with
EDC.
EDC and with,
In the chamber. Both of them.
We can do the same for the smaller ones too. You know, if there's concern about what the money's been used for. But definitely the EDC, or the edit can. If it's for economic development. See, I don't know enough about the innkeeper's tax to know if it's the same way. They're totally different taxes, different parts of the Indiana code, so I've got to look that one up. I've only heard of them being used for small not-for-profits or for festivals, you know, that are non-governmental, not-for-profit, you know, but that doesn't mean it may not be possible to do it. Now, the commission is the one that actually determines that, not the commissioners.
the
County does.
commission.
Yeah, the commission, they have to operate under the law. So, if the law says they can't give it to for-profits, then
That's
they
the end of
can't
the
do it either.
discussion.
Yeah, you couldn't give them the blessing to go to the private sector. I mean, it winds up going to private sector through contracts, you know, for advertising in the paper and, purchasing materials and so forth. Eventually it gets to the private sector, but it doesn't get distributed necessarily to, directly to the, you know, the hotels or the whatever.
If they're advertising, if they use, to me, if they're using the money to build a clientele for the hotels, then that's all right. I mean, I think.
Promotion. That benefits all.
But the complaint that they're having now is, well, the money's all being used, just to be blunt, for the Bacon Fest. So we got one festival and I'm not saying this is my opinion, this is what I'm hearing. We got one festival in Delphi that gets supported by this. What good does it do Burlington?
I'll look it up. I'll let you know.
Okay, I guess I'm done. Oh, is it time for me to ask for if there's anything else to come up? Is anything else to come up?
Did we vote on this?
Well, I don't know, did we or
I
not?
don't think we did.
What was it?
On tabling the edit request and then,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, let's do it now.
I think we talked about it. We
You
got
didn't vote, you just.
a motion and
Got a motion and a
second.
second for tabling the requests and giving one more opportunity for people to submit requests.
Correct.
Okay, and so, all in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion passed. And now I forgot the last thing I was gonna bring up. Thank you, Scott. Just took it clear away.
Well, we're okay.
If there's anything else before?
Now, is there anything else to come before the board? I thought there was one thing I was supposed to bring up, and I've forgotten it, so I apologize to whoever I was bringing it up for. How about adjournment?
Motion for adjournment?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're done. Thank you, and now we will be moving to our Drainage Board meeting.